So I actually stumbled into the massage industry. I was working at a restaurant on the other side of town, and I was the assistant general manager there. And the GM at the time, his name was Dave, and Dave's sister, Jen, is the franchisee that I work for. So she called Dave and was like, "Dave, please come and help me. Like, I've been through 3 managers, I've got a full-time job, I can't do this." And he said, "Okay, well, I'll come if I can bring Chad, he's my right hand." And so that's how I ended up here. My name is Chad Reed. I am the Chief Operating Officer for 5 locations here in San Antonio, and I've been with the company for 13 years. So my job here has changed a lot over the years. I started as a lifestyle consultant 13 years ago and slowly moved my way up to assistant retreat director, regional director, to where I am now. And the job's changed a lot from what I used to do. It used to be more on the admin side, booking appointments, answering phones, selling memberships. And now my job is really like putting programs and trainings into place on how do we get other people to be able to do those things. So like teaching conversion workshops and teaching the team members how to properly explain what a membership is and how to get it across to somebody who's coming out of a massage and may not be thinking completely clearly because they got the whole spa buzz thing going on. So doing those types of things, meeting with some of the managers on a regular basis or the retreat directors and trying to figure out exactly what they need help with and helping them kind of sort through the bigger issues. And I'm 100% in charge of massage therapists recruiting and interviews. So I do all of the onboarding and the therapist interviews from the very first phone call through the massage practical and making sure they're going to be a good fit for our team. I think the reason we found a lot of success in growing the franchises the way that we have is by putting systems and the right people in place. We have a lot of the top performing locations in the country now, and the 2 newest ones that we took over in the last 6 months have both already started to see a lot of improvements, and that's solely because we put processes in place and we follow the Massage Heights model. Like, we don't try to reinvent the wheel every 30 days and, hey, we're gonna try this crazy off the wall thing. We go, well, what are we supposed to be doing? Let's put a process in place and then let's execute really well on it. So one of the reasons that we wanted to have more locations is kind of scalability, as far as making us not feel like such a necessarily a small business. Like, we wanted to be part of something bigger. And so as we've grown, we've been able to give more and more opportunities to different team members. And I come from like an entrepreneurial family. My dad had his own business, a family business that he had for 25 years or 30 years before he sold it. And so being able to get into a system like Massage Heights, which offers franchises, I've started to move the direction of, taking over operations, and eventually we'll end up hopefully owning all of these. When I first took over as a retreat director, we had a member that came in, and she was on the phone with me trying to book or she wasn't a member at the time. She was trying to book a massage, and she was having a hard time with scheduling because she only had very limited hours that she could come in, and we were trying to work with her schedule. And finally, after like 3 days of trying to get her in, we finally like moved some other appointments around and were able to get her in. And she came in, and you could tell she was a little bit distraught, and things obviously in her life didn't seem like they were going very well. And the lobby had emptied out. She was waiting for her massage therapist, and it was probably another 20 minutes before her massage. And so I sat down on the chairs with her and I was like, "Hey, I just want to see how you're doing, because I know we've worked for the last 3 days of trying to get you in for a massage, and it seems like you've obviously got some stuff that's going on in your life." And she told me there was a lot of things that were going on with her family. Her parents were both in poor health. She had just had to quit her job to become the sole caretaker for them. It was a very, very difficult situation for her, and she said she had been working all week trying to find a caretaker to come in just for an hour, just so she could come and spend like 30 minutes to herself. And she got really emotional, obviously, and it made me feel like I had to do something else for her. And so she went back for her massage, and I paid for a 3-month membership for her and paid for 3 hours of massage up front, and it was broken up into 30 minutes so she could come in 6 times if she needed to. And when she came out of her massage, we told her that the massage was already taken care of, and she was like, I didn't pay you guys yet, I didn't give you a credit card or anything, what do you mean? And so we told her that we took care of a membership for her and that we wanted her to be able to spend some time for herself, because she was going through a lot and she needed that. And to this day, she's still a member with us. After the 3 months, she became a member and started paying the monthly fee, and she religiously comes in every 2 weeks. And that's the kind of reason why we're in this business. Like, you take care of people, and then they take care of you.